Continue to follow that breaking news overnight. A massive fire in the East Village to show you. Flames broke out in a vacant building, then quickly spread to a church that's right next door. It appears firefighters now finally have the upper hand. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis joins us live from the scene with details on this. Good morning, Marcus.
Good morning, Michelle. Well, terrible damage here in the East Village, not only to that building, but also to the church right next to it. And you can see it started here on the corner of 2nd Avenue and 7th Street in the vacant building, then quickly spread to the Middle Collegiate Church, a historic church here in the East Village, completely gutting the 4-story building on the corner, and the damage extensive in the church. You can see that part of the roof has come down. This fire starting just before 5 o'clock this morning and spreading to 5 alarms. Now, the good news, no word of any injury, but again, lots of damage here. We're joined by the minister of the church here, Reverend Amanda Ashcroft. When did you first find out there was a problem?
I got a phone call around 5:15 from the dispatcher saying that there was a fire, so I came over as soon as possible. I live in the neighborhood.
Now, this is still not under control. You haven't had a chance to assess, but just from your knowledge of the church and what you can see, how bad do you fear this is?
Unfortunately, it seems like it's pretty bad. The sanctuary is not in good shape, and we have some beautiful Tiffany stained glass windows which are gone. We're trying to save the steeple right now.
This is a historic church, big congregation. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's a very historic church. It's been here since 1892, this building. We had a location downtown before that. Congregation is about 1,300 members, and you know, I know in moments like this, especially in a year where we've seen so much racial and economic injustice compounded with this global pandemic, people have been asking, where is God and why God? And you know, I want to say that God is also weeping right now, right here with us, and this is not anything that makes God happy, not part of God's plan, and God will be right here with us as we rebuild from this moment. God is here in the water that we're seeing washing over the building right now, and God is absolutely crying with us. This is a horribly sad day for our congregation and for this neighborhood.
Thank you, Reverend. A message of hope here amid the terrible damage. Again, a 5-alarm fire in the East Village. A fire still not yet under control, but again, no report of any injuries. Good morning, Michelle. It is what the fire department calls will hold. The fire will probably hold at this point. It is not officially declared under control, but for now it is largely out. But it's certainly what a battle it was for most of the morning here in the East Village. This fire started just after 5:30 this morning. Flames spreading out of the first floor of the building on East 7th Street and 2nd Avenue. That building was vacant, a 5-story building, but directly next door is that historic church, Middle Collegiate Church, and that just went up in flames. The fire growing to 5 alarms, drawing over 200 firefighters as they work to try and put the flames out. But the roofs of both buildings collapsed. The floors collapsed on that vacant building. There is extensive damage throughout. And then a third building suffered some damage as well. We spoke to an occupant in that building. Everybody in that building did manage to make it out safely, but there were some scary moments.
I opened the door to my room. I'm on the top floor too, so I didn't know where the fire was coming from. Smoke all in the stairwells, the hallways, and I was like, we gotta get out, we gotta get out. So we started running down the stairs, like the firefighters were coming up. Luckily our whole building got out first, and then we just stood in the rain for the next hour to keep an eye out. It was spreading like super quickly.
So now we keep talking about that vacant building where the fire started. It is empty because there was a fire back in February at that very location, a fire that was determined to be accidental. The cause of this morning's fire has yet to be determined. No significant injuries, 4 minor injuries to firefighters, but there's no one in that building, and so there were no injuries there. Again, the fire under control at this point, and only 4 minor injuries to firefighters. And we're live in the East Village. Marcus Solis, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Big loss, Marcus. Thank you.